I've been volunteering at our local range for quite a number of years. And one of the things I do is I spray paint this stenciled piece of cardboard, and it goes on the bottom of the target holder. And I probably have a picture of it here that I can add. So this stencil is a 3D print that I made, and it's actually, because it's much bigger than my printer, it's 4 pieces. So you can kind of see right here, I puzzle pieced it together so that I could take 4 pieces, lock them together, and then I glued them, and then I just taped it onto this piece of cardboard. And we spray paint both sides of this cardboard because I turn the target backers around every other week so that we can utilize both sides of it. So this needs to be visible from both sides. You can see that there's space here because the cardboard ends up slightly bent. So what I do is I just stick a heavy object in the middle, which is a battery, and that holds it down. Okay, let me switch this over. So line up the piece of cardboard, because of course this started its life as one of those. Put the battery in there, and that holds it down. And you could use more than one piece of weight if necessary. And usually I do this outdoors, but it's a colder day, so doing it in the garage, hopefully the overspray won't be a problem. And then I use marking paint because then it covers plenty well for what we're using it. And I don't worry about it being really, really solid. It just needs to be legible. And then on to the next one. So set that aside to dry. And again, usually like I said, I'm outside and it's in the sunshine so that they'll dry quickly, but it's a colder day. I don't want to be out there. And then after 3 of them, I take a double paper towel, put it on there. So I use 3 paper towel, or 1 paper towel basically for each target piece. And I use 2 of them on it, and then 1 to pat it down. So trying to absorb the extra paint basically, so that it doesn't fill up the stencil too fast and need to be cleaned. And then I can get to the next one. This is the first few that I did a few days ago before it started raining. So then turn them over this direction so that they are facing the same direction. And then we can do the second side. That way, it's on both sides. So in general, if I'm careful, one of these cans will do 16 of these cardboards, both sides, so 32 of these stencils. So I'll just keep on going until we have them all done. So the piece I stenciled goes on the bottom to help signify where you're supposed to put the target and where you're not supposed to put the target. And then they have them lined up so that it meets with the cutout in the little plastic curtain pieces, which helps a lot with preventing stuff from flying back. And that's what these are for also, is just to stop stuff that's bouncing off the backstop from getting out onto the floor. And the combination of those curtains and that piece of cardboard stopped about 95% of everything that was coming out onto the floor, maybe more. Immensely different because of those items. We used to have dust that would go all the way out 50, 60 feet. And so when we used the HEPA vacuum thing each week, cleaning the floor, you could see a dust trail as you went. Now it's so clean out here, you can't see where you've already vacuumed, so you really have to line up using marks to know that you've vacuumed everything. It used to be easy, just follow the dust trail. Now it's difficult because there's so little dust out here, you can't see where you've been.